Hey gang, every day when I wake up and I check my email inbox, there's a ton of email in there from people writing me. Some people are saying nice things, some people are saying not so nice things, and a lot of people are asking me questions, and they're really using me as a consultant. And I don't get paid for this, it takes a lot of my time, but I do my best to help people to the best of my abilities. But some people, they don't really want help or advice, they really just want you to confirm whatever beliefs they already have. For example, a guy just wrote me from Eastern Europe and he said, I don't speak English very well, but I want to move to the Philippines. I've never been there. If you don't speak English, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do for you. And if you don't speak English, you probably shouldn't be moving to a country where they only speak English and Filipino. And I don't think that you should be trying to move to a country that you've never been to before. I wouldn't even want to move to a different city or state without checking it out first. So I couldn't help that guy out, and I think he just really wanted to be told whatever he believes. He wants to move there because he thinks it's cheap. And by the way, he's coming from Eastern Europe, and it's probably cheaper to live in his country than in the Philippines. But there was also an interesting discussion between a couple people on the comments section of one of my videos. And one guy was saying how staying in the Philippines long term is very different than taking a vacation. It's a very different experience. And that's a whole separate subject. I could do another video about the differences between staying here long term or permanently versus just coming for a vacation, because they are radically different. But there was another guy that was going back and forth with him. And this is a guy that's never been to the Philippines, yet he's in the process of planning to move here, and they were going back and forth. But this guy that's planning on moving here without ever visiting first, this is what he says. He went on to say a lot, but this is some of what he had to say. I'm from San Diego in the USA. The women here suck beyond description. I hate them. I literally straight up hate their guts. I don't want to harm them, but I hate their guts. They are whores and sluts and bitches beyond description. Are not the girls there better? Can you not find a good, godly woman there? Is it not cheaper there? You mentioned traffic. Does the USA not have massive traffic? Here in the USA, I get into fights all the time, almost every day. Everybody wants to screw with me. One person after another, almost nonstop. Does this happen to you in the USA? I'm tired of getting into fights. I'm tired of people being jerks all the time. I'm tired of everyone being anti-God like they are here. Now, obviously, if you're getting into fights every day and having conflicts, and I'm not saying this to joke around, I mean this in all seriousness, you probably need professional psychiatric help. And this person, they have a lot of misconceptions. I don't want to get into everyone, but I checked the other videos he comments on, and he posts a lot of things about really religious, extreme beliefs, fanatical religious beliefs that are very far outside even the typical religious person. But I'll address a few things. First up, he says about the women in the USA, he hates their guts. He's a very hateful person, apparently. And he says the women in the USA are whores, sluts, and bitches. Well, gee, do we have those in the Philippines? Are there any sluts here? Are there any bitches here? I've never heard about a guy dating a Filipino and then complaining that she goes into jealous rages or that there's any other kinds of problems. And what about whores? Has anyone in the Philippines ever had sex for money? I've never heard of that happening. By the way, when you come, visit Burgos Street and bring the kids. It's fun for the whole family. If we're talking about whores, what exactly is a whore? Does that mean that you do something that you don't really want to do, but you're doing it for money? Well, guess what? Just about everyone gets up at some point in their life and has to go to a job that they don't like doing, but they need to make money. So I guess we're all whores. And by the way, I don't think that these words, bitches, sluts, whores, I don't think they're necessarily vulgar words. They may have appropriate uses, but these are very strong words, and they're not words that you should just throw out there easily. And if you're going to call someone one of these things, you better make sure that they deserve that title you're giving them. So choose your words wisely, dude. And in terms of this guy coming from San Diego is a very large city, one of the most diverse cities in the United States. If you can't find someone there to date that you like and they like you, well, the problem's not with them, it's with you. You need to look inside yourself. And if you really want Filipino women, if you're that specific, San Diego has one of the largest populations of Filipinos in the United States. Not to mention San Diego has possibly the best weather in the entire world. So about the letters that you guys have been sending me, honestly, it's hard to respond to everyone because I get so many. It's even hard just to read everyone, but I appreciate all the kind words and support that I've been getting, and I think it's a great compliment that you guys trust me that much to ask my opinion on something. And I don't get paid for this. Some people charge money as a consultant. Some people run expat websites. But not making money from this, people know that I don't have any ulterior motives. And some people have gotten on me for showing very truthful things in my videos lately. And they say, Travis, you're being negative. It's not about trying to be negative. People trust my opinion, and I feel obligated to make sure people know what they're getting into and have some idea of realistically what to expect. And I know that some people don't necessarily want you showing the reality of things, but I would feel bad if I let someone go into a situation that they weren't really prepared for because they had misleading information. And since I don't have ulterior motives for doing this, other than just trying to respect people that trust me enough to give them a good opinion, I'm not going to try to give a bad opinion or false information. For instance, I saw a comment recently where a guy runs an expat website and someone was kicked off of it because they said some very truthful things, but those truthful things were hurting the business of whoever was running the website. For instance, they said that you can't live in Thailand and have a good life for only $500 a month. Well, this person that's running this website, that's hurting their business because they're trying to sell this idea, this dream, this fantasy of where you can go to Asia and live like a king for next to nothing. So they didn't want someone going and telling the reality. And I'm just doing my best for you guys, and I'll try not to let you down. So thanks for everything.